This is my part 2 to I, she, I am darling on Instagram's question. I have a ton of questions. I'm not good at sales. Can you give me any pointers for a person who doesn't know how to sell? And what's your take on webcam modeling sites? I just did part 1, so go watch that on what I think of webcam modeling sites. And in relation to the question about sales, I'm going to address that now. But I also want to make another point. The more sites that you join, the more clients you're going to be exposed to. Your goal should be to get in front of 10 new eyeballs a day at a minimum, but go for 10. If you want to start with 5, fine. But you need a minimum of 5 to 10 new eyeballs on your name, your content, your personality, your brand, whatever it is. Each of these sites is going to offer different features. Some are going to have chatting, some are going to be phone, some are going to allow you to sell goodie bags, clips, video clips, audio clips. I know audio clips sounds crazy. It sounded crazy 19 years ago when I started, but it turns out audio clips are more popular than video. Why? Well, they're popular because a lot of these guys like to sit feet away, inches away from their wives, watching TV at night with their Bluetooth in, or in the old days, their headphones in, and listen to you tell them, here's what I want you to do. Imagine me standing in front of you right now. Imagine me telling you to get down, kneel before me on your knees. They want to be listening to that while they're sitting there watching, whatever crime documentary with their wives. They also, maybe they're commuting and they want to listen to it on the train. Maybe they're sitting behind their big mahogany desk with a bunch of employees around and they're just feeling, naughty, wanting to listen to your voice. So audio clips, believe it or not, sell better. My point is, you can make incredible passive income with each of these sites offering different features, different modalities, different mediums for you to get your content out. You want to maximize all of those opportunities. Now, let's get to sales. Whether you guys realize it or not, sales, the entire world, everything is built on sales. TikTok, constantly trying to sell you things. Instagram, constantly trying to sell you things. Facebook, even LinkedIn, okay? Whether it's the selling of the platform itself or like TikTok shop or whatever is being sold to you, things are being pushed in your face constantly. The entire world is constantly trying to separate you from your money. So when you say, I don't like sales, I'm not familiar, you just are not thinking of what sales actually is. You need to reframe what is sales. And I'm going to change your life in the next 15, probably 30 seconds because I'm so long-winded when I talk, but I'm gonna flip the script on you. I don't like sales, I'm not familiar with sales. I'm gonna flip the script right now. It's gonna change everything that you think of. If you have a client who comes to you, who wants something, and maybe you're not that good at it, or you feel bad because he's hinting around he wants it, or he straight out says he wants it, and you don't sell it to him, you don't provide it, you don't talk to him until you convince him to get it, he's gonna go somewhere else. You just failed the customer. You weren't selling him, he came to you with interest. You failed to close him. And he went to someone else and got a lesser product, not as good as what you were offering, maybe even for more money, the same money, possibly cheaper. But he didn't get it from you because you felt bad. There's no feeling bad. They're coming to you, they want your product, they just need a little extra push. I hope that this makes sense because I need you to understand. Flipping the script on, oh, I feel so bad. What do you feel bad about? He came to you, he needed this. Okay, and I'm gonna give you a prime example. Years ago, I used to be a college admissions director. My boss came into my office and said to me, I need you to go talk to Janie. I'm about to fire her because she's sitting in there mailing out, information about our school to people. Like, that's not gonna do anything. And I went in her office, I sat down, I pulled up a chair and sat down. I said, Janie, what is the problem? And she said, well, I feel bad selling them this education. And I said, why? She said, well, it's so expensive. I said, Janie, do you not believe in our education? Oh, no, I do. Okay, Then why do you feel bad? Well, because I feel like I'm pushing it on them. I said, Janie, these people picked up the phone, hit the website, or saw a commercial, called because they needed their life changed. You felt bad and talked them out of it, or didn't give them the necessary information, because sales really at the end of the day is just about providing information. People need more information to make the decision, and that's your job, to hold their hand and provide the information. I said, Janie, what you essentially did is just pick them up, hold them by the hand, and walk them over to our competition, when we know our competition puts out a much lesser product than we do. You know this, yes? Yes. They needed the education, yes? Yes. They needed to change their life. That's why they called or hit the website, yes? Yes. So you failed that potential student who just went and signed up down the road at the competition for a much lesser product than what we offer, a worse education. We offered a great education. They're going to get a worse product because you didn't close them. So I hope this helped. I can go on and on. Sales is my favorite thing to talk about because, like you, when I was 19 and I entered sales, I was terrified of it. And then I ended up getting a boss, a mentor who flipped the script for me, changed everything, and I became the master of sales. Why am I the most popular, famous FinDom, and I'm able to do it at $3.99 a minute in my old advanced age of 52? Because I'm a master at sales. When someone comes to me and they're giving me a hard time, or they're not closing, I can't close the deal, that's just a challenge for me to find a new creative way. And there's so many things. I can do a role play with you on, if someone says this, here's what you say. It's called overcoming objections. So let's play that. Tell me some of the things that a client might say to you that you're afraid or don't know how to reply. And let's do this. I would love a series on how to overcome objections and get you selling.